What's up guys? So another video for you. I put out a question yesterday who'd like to see a video. The Liberty Air 2 versus the Liberty 2 Pro or Pro 2, whatever they're called. Liberty 2 Pro. Anyway, a lot of you wanted it, so today you're gonna get it. Okay, so Soundcore, they well and truly brought their A game this year. There's no doubt about it. They have a few different various earbuds, and they also have some over ears. I've not used the over ears yet, but these are the Liberty 2 Pro, and these are the Liberty Air 2. $99, $150. Currently on sale as well, $110 and $89.99, so 90 bucks. Both exceptional value, even at full retail price, very exceptional value. So yeah, you wanted to know how good they are against each other. Well, what we'll do, we'll start off with the $99 version first, and we'll go through that. Now when it comes to the unboxing, they're both exactly the same layout and everything. You open up the case, you've got the earbuds, they just sit there with the box. Pull that out, underneath that you've got the USB-C cable and the paperwork. Paperwork's the how do we sound, the warranty, things like that. And then underneath that, obviously the USB-C cable still on show, but then you get your plethora of rubber tips, which are important to make sure that you've got the correct fit. And in the Liberty 2 Pro, you also have the wings as well as the tips, because obviously they use wings because they've got a different form factor to the Air 2. So yeah, that's about it. Both exactly the same. No different other than the ear tips, well, the ear wings I should say. So yeah, got that out of the way. Let's talk about the Liberty Air 2. Fantastic value at $99, killer value at $90. I got these before I got the Liberty 2 Pro, and I was so impressed. I was blown away by them. I have a review from a few weeks ago that I did from doing that. The video is doing great for me. Obviously a lot of people are very interested in these right now, and they are quite a hot item by the look of it. But why is that? Why are they so good? Well, I'm going to tell you why they're so good. So these come with what they call diamond coated drivers, and what this does, it stops them from distortion, makes them a much more rigid cone inside there, so they can produce some really high quality sound. You get some fantastic bass out of these things. They're just amazing for bass, and you also get really good mids and highs. The trebles and the mids, they're all come through very good. Vocals come through great, mids come through great. The bass can sometimes overdo it a little bit on them, but it's not horrendous, and it's not something you're going to go, oh, that's muddy. It definitely isn't a muddy sound one bit. You'd be very impressed if I put these in your ears and I put an AirPod Pro 2 in your ears. I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, someone's going to prefer this. The sound quality on these are just amazing. Talk battery life, you get 7 hours on your earbuds and a total of 27 with the case. Fantastic battery life. At $99, nothing really comes close. I get about 6.5 because I listen to these on full volume like all the time. I know it's bad for your ears. Yes. But whatever. I just like my music to destroy my cranium. It's done a good job. So yeah, so really good on battery life. Plus the case that it comes with, a little bit different than the Liberty 2 Pro. This is like a pill box where the lid flips up at the top, and your Liberty Air 2 just sit inside there. It comes with USB-C for fast charging. You can get off 10 minutes charge, 2 hours playtime. That's amazing. It's just so good with the features. It's also wireless charging the case. So let's say you've got a Galaxy or something like that, what does the reverse charging, the Huawei phones. You know, if they're getting low on juice, which I don't know how they would, but if they're getting low on juice, just throw them on the back of your phone for 10-15 minutes and bang, you're going to have some charge in there to get going. I wouldn't hesitate to use these when I fly over to England. Not a problem. Obviously I'd take more than one set, I'd take a different set as well, but still, I have no problem walking around with these all day, every day. I really, really do like them. They're also IPX5 rated, which the Sony XM3s are not. $240, you get no resistance to any wet whatsoever. That's just not a good show, especially when these guys at $89.99 right now are doing that very thing. $99 full retail, still get the IPX5. So, you know, just everything's great about them. They also work with the app, the Soundcore app on here, and that allows you to, a few companies have done this before, it allows you to tune these into the way you hear with the Hear ID app. And what happens is you press a button basically when you hear a sound. It's a loud tone like a frequency, and you press when you hear that, and there's several for each ear, and that gives you your imprint, let's say. It's like an imprint for you. And does it work? Yeah, it does. My music certainly sounds different. Do I like it? I use the Soundcore Signature app on the equalizer. I quite like that. Talking of the equalizer, if you use that app in conjunction with the equalizer on an Android phone, where you can go in and mess with the EQ instead of having presets, you can get some serious sound out of these. And that will also cure, like I said in the beginning, where the bass can sometimes just creep over everything and you could lose some of the details slightly, but it's not muddy. You can fix that in Android with using the equalizer. These are so versatile. They'll sound great with trap, drum and bass, dance music, rap music, R&B. You throw them at it, these will handle it, and they'll give you really, really good sound. I swear, at $99, these blow my mind. They were the best sounding earbuds for me with features this year. And I say were, and I'll get onto that in a second, why I say were. The other thing about these is they're a different form factor than the Liberty 2 Pro. So these are more like your traditional iPod style, where they've got the stem that comes out. AirPod. They got the stem that comes out. They don't stick out very far from your ears, and they don't protrude or anything. They're not uncomfortable. They're very lightweight, very comfortable to use. People have asked me a couple of times when I wear these. I have the white ones and I have the black ones, and when I wear the white ones, are they the AirPods? I'm like, hell no, they're not the AirPods, but let me tell you what they are. I've actually sold about 5 pairs of these in Best Buy, and I don't work in Best Buy. People have just asked me, oh, do you know anything about this? And I explain to them, and they walk away happy. Got a couple of people who actually follow me now, so if you're watching this, I hope you're still enjoying it. So yeah, $99, these are fantastic. Are they the best buy? That depends on you. Because then we come to the Liberty 2 Pro. The Liberty 2 Pro are a different beast altogether. So these actually come with twin drivers. There's 2 drivers in each earbud with these. One of them handles the bass, the other handles your mids and your highs. That way you don't get any of that muddiness. Let me just tell you right now, when you put these in, unless you're an absolute treble fan, you need to turn your treble down a little bit before you pierce your eardrums. These things are that loud, and I'm not talking tinny like, oh, horrible sound. They're just that loud that when you're listening to these, first time you put them in and you put them in your ears, woof, bang, 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 boom, 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 tin, tin, it's like everything comes at you at full force if you haven't turned up. So the treble, unless you're a treble fan, just tone it down a tiny bit. You'll find that it won't pierce your ears that way. Not that there's anything wrong with the treble, like I say. Now, when it comes to these, obviously they're a pill shape, so they're a bit more like the Sony versions, the XM3 in that shape, but I find them to be much more comfortable and don't look as stupid as the XM3. Obviously they pack a bit more inside, but they don't pack noise cancelling. They do have the built-in Qualcomm noise cancelling for phone calls. I'll get onto phone calls with them both after this. But these have the dual drivers, so you get the bass. Now let me tell you, if you like bass, just buy these. Just ignore everything else and just buy these. These things will rock your socks off. There's just no doubt about it. They're excellent when it comes to bass. The only thing I can say that comes close to these in bass, or the only thing that, period, is overhead headphones. That's how good these are with bass. I've never heard anything like it. Anker, their design team, absolutely smashed it when it came to wanting some earbuds that can produce bass, and also because of the separate driver, the trebles, the mids come through fantastic. You can hear the instruments, you can hear the vocals, the breathing sometimes. It's just so detailed. It's fantastic. How they've done this for $149 at full retail, $110 I think they are right now on sale, blows my mind. These are the creme de la creme. Case is a little bit different on these that you carry around. It's more of a pill box. It's more of a pebble box, and it's got a slidable lid. Now you look at it and you think, that's going to be a bit chintzy, and I bet that snaps off. It's actually really, really secure, and the motion to open it is really smooth. You can do it with just your thumb, and it feels strong. And it's also covered in the rubberized plastic. Also wireless charging. Also USB-C. Also get the 10-minute charge, 2-hour playback time. So they carried over off the Liberty Air 2 onto the Liberty 2 Pro, the same feature. Battery life, better again, up to 8 hours on these. And I'm getting 7.5, 7.75 because I listen to it on full blast, like I say. And then with the case, you get up to 32 hours. That's class leading. That really is. I mean, that is just class leading. They're fantastic when it comes to it. A little bit more on these. They do have the Hear ID, just like the Air 2. Exactly the same app. Once you've connected, you can do the Hear ID. Again, I just use the Soundcore Signature app, and when I'm using it with my Android, I mess with the equalizer so it does what I want it to do. They do sound great. Both of them sound great on the iPhone. They both don't have any audio lag either when it comes to iPhone or Android, unless you're using the YouTube app. I don't understand why either, because it doesn't work. It doesn't lag in any other app on the iPhone apart from YouTube. I mean, it's only very slightly as well, but it's there, and I notice it, and it annoys the crap out of me. You don't get that on Android. No lag whatsoever, but that's the only thing that lags on the iPhone. Will they fix it? Don't know. For me, it's a Google problem. Are they going to fix it? They're probably in no rush. Why would they when they can give you a better experience on their own platform? So just bear that in mind when it comes to that. If you're an avid YouTube watcher, you are going to get a slight delay. Will it bother you? Don't know. Would you have noticed it if I hadn't have said? Maybe not. Sorry. Phone calls. So with these, I didn't do this with the Air 2, but with these you have to wear the right earbud to speak on the phone. It doesn't work with the left earbud, it's only in the right. You can use both of these in mono mode though, left or right, and all you do is leave the one you don't want in the case. Or if you've got them both in your ears, flip your case open, pull the one out, close it, pause your music, because it'll usually stop. This doesn't stop straight away. The Air 2 stop as soon as you pull them out. Play your music again, it's coming through in mono mode. So no problem, they both do that. I know that's very important for people like working in an office environment and things like that, or just so they can be aware of what's going on. The only thing these two things don't have is active noise cancelling. And I honestly think that's a little bit overkill. I mean, why would you need active noise cancelling in earbuds? These things go into your ear canals, and with the right tip fitment, they're going to seal up anyway, and you're not going to hear anything other than the music that's blasting into your brains from both of these. Some people it might be beneficial, but like I say, traveling on a plane and that, I've had no issue. It's, you don't hear that aircraft over and over. It blocks them out really, really well. The only things I do wish they had is the awareness, where you can press and hold on like one ear and you can hear what's going on around you. It activates the microphones to let you know what's going on, which is really handy, because that way you don't have to ever take them out. If you're listening for something in particular or someone's talking to you, you can just press the button, you're going to get that information. It's also safe as well. It's a big safety feature for me. I love it. I think most earbuds should have that on. Rumor is these are going to get that by software update. Whether they do or not, don't hold me to it. It's just something I've heard when I've been watching videos and things like that. Anker haven't reached out to me, or Soundcore, or whatever you want to call them. None of them have reached out to me to say, hey, we're doing the awareness on these. No, they've not. But if they do, that's just another feather in the cap. So, which ones are best? Well, which ones are best is simple. The Liberty 2 Pro are the best. They offer the best sound. They offer the best battery. They offer the IPX5. You name it, they offer the best of. For me, these are the best wireless earbuds you can buy right now. They are better than the 75T, than the AirPod Pro 2, whatever them things are called, AirPod Pros, AirPod 2, whatever. Whatever you're looking at, just look at these. These are the best. Better than the Air 2? Yes, because they do have a better sound. But are they better for me? It all depends on you, because I actually prefer the Air 2 because they fit a little better in my ears. They're a lot more comfortable. They don't look as garish, even though these don't look bad. They're not like a pill sticking out my ears. These look like earbuds. The call quality on both of these is pretty good. They do a good job of cancelling out the sound from wherever you are. Pretty clear. It's not groundbreaking by any means, but it's still a good quality call experience. You're not going to be like, oh, I can't hear you, or oh, it sounds like you're in a bucket, you're echoing. You don't get any of that. So it's a good call system built into these. But I would go with these, me personally, at $99, because I love bass, and these give me plenty of bass. And the music I listen to, it doesn't matter if I'm losing a little bit of the high end and things like that, because it's just the type of music I listen to. But if you want perfectly detailed music all the time whenever you're listening to it, you go with the Liberty 2 Pro. So I hope I've helped you out there making a choice. Both fantastic. You're not going to beat either pair, really. They're way over featured for the price you pay for them. Even at $149 for these, they wipe the floor with everything. $99, these wipe the floor with almost everything. I'm going to say right now that these are number one when it comes to wireless earbuds. These are number two. Out of all of them, your $300 and $400 earbuds, these just play well with everything that you want to listen to, and they just hold their own against everything. Crazy, but well done, Anker. You've absolutely knocked it out of the park, regardless of which one someone goes with. Alright guys, let me know if you own any of these or you own this. What do you think if you own both? You might do. I do. I know a few people that do. What do you think of the sound quality difference between the two, or do you actually see any sound quality difference? Have you had these and paired them against anything else? I know I took these against the $240 Sony WF-XM3s, the 1000 XM3s, and for me, these come out on top. Alright, that's English Dan. Next video is going to be about the Plantronics Backbeat wireless earbuds. And if it's not before Christmas, I hope you have a great Christmas. Happy New Year. Peace.